We're pretty far back in there.
Yeah, this is way back. The houses are all gone.
You were 16 years old when Hawaii became a state, right?
I lived off the mountain for 30 years. I'm a hunter-gatherer, you know.
It's like a step back in time.
Ben! That's one of the pluses of living on the island. I used to know everybody before.
Deep fried Spam? That's awesome.
This was all plantation homes right here.
Lahui TH.
Territory of Hawaii, before statehood.
I paid $300 with trash and water rent.
Now, this place has a totally different feel on the island. Would never get this cruising around on my own. Vernon, you're 81 years old?
Yeah.
You grew up on the island, you never left, right?
No, never left. This is the old pier. The ships used to come in here and unload all the cargo.
The cargo for the island, everything that came on.
Right now, you look down, you see stones.
Yeah.
But me, I look down, I see food. I see opi, I see black crabs. There actually is food in the water.
What'd you do, Vernon? Were you a fisherman or what was your career?
I'm a heavy equipment operator.
Okay.
I run the cranes, backhoes, things like that, you know.
And you were 16 years old when Hawaii became a state, right?
17.
17.
Yes.
What was that like?
Well, mixed feelings. The real local people, you know, they wanted to let it stay the way it is. The other people said, you know, we're going to get money from the federal government if we go into statehood. I look at life as you cannot stay the way you are all your life. That's why I tell everybody that I come from the old book. I believe in honoring thy mother, thy father, but I also have new pages. Because if you don't have new pages, you cannot deal with the younger generation yet now. Because they'll break you. You know what I mean? They're tougher than us, you know? And you cannot be like your grandfather, one tree that doesn't sway when the wind comes. Because these kids nowadays will break all your branches, you know? This is where I kind of grew up right here.
Out here?
Yeah. But only had one building. And then see all the condos on the hill? I helped build all that there.
Oh, wow. So you have Portuguese roots.
Yeah. My grandfather, he was 10 or 12 years old. He was a stowaway on the ship. His uncle put him in a wooden barrel for 1 month.
A wooden barrel?
A wooden barrel.
On the boat?
On a boat. And for 1 month, he had to stay in that barrel. And at night, the uncle would take him out, give him food, let him go to the bathroom. During the day, he got to get in the barrel. Because if he get caught, they get big trouble. And he's not supposed to be on the ship. He's a stowaway. The childhood was hard because they didn't have very many jobs. My dad had to take jobs that were minimum wage, $1 an hour. I remember my dad working for $1 an hour.
$1 an hour. Back what year? 50s, 60s?
56. I'm a hunter-gatherer, you know. I lived off the mountain for 30 years. Never bought a piece of meat from the meat market. I used to hunt all over here, wild pigs, all up here. I lived down here in Numalo. You know what my rent was? In the 80s.
How much?
$10 a month. I would pay $60 every 6 months. But before I come down here, I don't really worry about food. Because if I come down here, my friends see me, hey, Vernon, like some fish, you know. And then, me, that's one thing, I'm not a taker. You know what I mean? They give me some fish, I'll go buy my case of beer. Or if I get something with me, I'll give them something, you know. I'm not the kind of guy that just go take. Always share with people, you know.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the sides. I know all these people. This is my friend's place right here. See that? That is taro. I won't leave it more and I'll go turn around. They don't stay home. If they was home, they would be ready here.
How are you?
Okay. I still kick it. How are you?
You look good. Still going, yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing now?
Good.
How about Peter?
This guy's Peter. This is Kaipo.
I'm Kaipo Peter.
Nice
Yeah,
to meet you,
Kaipo.
Kaipo.
Okay, this guy here, he got one fascinating story. The guy that lives where at the end of the road where we were going, the guy Ken Chow, This guy used to fish for Ken Chow. One day they'd hook up with this big fish, this big ahi. Ken Chow was whipping the thing back, wanted to hook up more. And the rope had tangled. What is tangled? His leg or his head?
The neck is
His neck. The rope had tangled on his neck.
The butterfly like one slinky out of the basket rope.
The loop had catch him right around his neck, yank him right out of the boat. The fish is dragging the guy.
Pull him up in the water.
How big is the fish?
It was like one was easy, I say about 180, the biggest one, but we had two on the line. The other one was like 150 pounder.
This guy had put the knife between his mouth, jump in the water, swim out there, and cut the rope.
And you saved the guy.
rope.
Yeah, and then drag him in.
Yep, yep,
Did you grow up out here?
Yeah,
right here.
right here.
Right,
Mala-
the same house.
Right here.
Not the
No.
same,
Right here, right in this area, right here.
You
Kaipo.
like ducks, Uncle?
Huh?
You really help me. I get one paw ducks.
Ducks, where you give away duck. Oh boy.
Little
I get
ducks.
these.
Look at
I get like one.
Little chicks.
I get about 40.
Oh God.
Guys, let me ask you this, mainlander question. Why does everyone have private property keep out, no trespassing? Like, if you don't have the signs, do people come in your home or what?
The hippies had start coming.
Yeah.
Before you ask Kaipo,
Leave the
you,
door open.
you leave the door open.
Wide open.
You don't have to walk.
Back in the day.
Back
You-
in the day.
No,
wide open.
you don't have to walk on the road because everybody gonna pick you up.
Yeah.
But-
Everybody know everybody.
Everybody know everybody and they pick you up. Afterwards, when the hippies had come in and start coming in our yards and taking our papayas, taking everything, and they tell they like live off the land. They only live close to the pavilion and rip off the local people.
Yeah. Take
Okay.
all the fruits off the tree.
Okay, so that's why you guys all have the signs. up.
Yes. Yes.
When did that start? When did you start doing the signs?
Oh, hey, Uncle Vernon,
Oh.
you gonna turn in?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, sorry.
You take care, Uncle.
Yeah,
You
okay,
may
okay.
leave. You
Yeah,
come see me.
sorry. I'll come see you, Kaipo. Sorry.
See ya, Kaipo.
Sorry about that. Hey, how's it? That's one of the pluses of living on the island. I used to know everybody before, but now get more new people coming in, and I don't know, half the people nowadays, But the ones that I used to know, they still remember me,
How do you feel about the new people coming on?
Some is all right, but what I cannot stand is when they come here from New York and they tell us how to live. Oh, you cannot raise no chickens. Oh yeah, because you get money, you can go to the store buy chickens. We cannot. We have to raise the chickens because we don't have money to buy chickens from the store. What about our feelings, our culture? Some are good.
Is it like
They-
50-50 or what? Like half
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And they contribute a lot to the island. But some, they only want to take from the island. Now, you like some old Hawaiian history. This is Menahuni Fish Pond, okay? Now, the story is this pond was created overnight by the Menahunis. The Menahunis are something like small people that nobody ever seen. And they come out at night
Okay.
and they made this fish pond on your right.
okay.
Now they're trying to restore it. You see the center?
Yep.
The black stuff?
Yep.
Get one wall over there from the early Hawaiians, but they claim the Menahunis made them. That's what the small, like leprechauns are,
In the islands in Alaska, they call them little green men.
Okay. Over
Something
here,
like that, right?
yeah, over here we call them Menahunis.
Menahunis.
Yeah. Okay, now, down here was like one second home to me. I had two friends down here. They were twins. I would come down here, stay down here with them. And the parents had liked me because I would hustle, I would take them, go pick guavas so we could get some money to buy books for school. And they had one sister. And I had this creepy guy. He went to jail a couple times and whatnot. Real ugly looking guy. And always trying to hit on young girls. And he started calling her up and harassing her. One day I came over there and she was crying. So I told her, Vicky, what's the matter? She told me, oh, Joe Box had called her. She said, every night he called me. I said, okay. When he called tonight, you don't hang up. Put me on the phone. She put me on the phone. I told him, hey, no, let me come looking for you. Because if I come looking for you You're going to be really, really sorry. He been hang up, and he never did bother her no more. Well, you know. But that's the kind of reputation I had before, you know. But I never had to fight in school. I never had one fight in high school. You know why? Because when I was 13 years old, I got mobbed by one gang. 12 to 15 people that had piled on my friend, and nobody went to help him. And I was the youngest one in the bunch, and I went to go help him. I never tell nobody, but I pissed my pants, which scared me. I was 13 years old. The guy was way older than me. The guy they were beating up, Johnny Crew, but good guy. He used to take me Lihui, you know, give me a ride. And so I dragged him out in a parking lot, thinking that we can run away. But when I look back, the guys was coming and he never run. They thinking, hey, let's run, let's get the heck out of here. And he never ran. I stayed back, and my father told me about getting shoot. They rip your nose off and everything, you know, bust you up real bad, you know. They're kicking me through the ribs and everything. I figure, well, might as well get one shot in. All of a sudden, I got to get on my feet, and I went for kick one guy, and they started backing up. So I get a little bit pantaran, like, hey, you know, hey, these guys actually, they're respecting me or what? You know what I mean? You know, try to take out your belt. Okay, good. Bye, I tell you why. Just take out your belt so we don't look like tourists.
There's a guy behind us, huh?
Probably Kashima. One of the guys that live in the end, farmer. He's a papaya grower.
We're pretty far back in there.
Yeah, this is way back. The houses are all gone. This is where my friends used to live. And I used to come down here with my horse.
So what would you do down here?
Oh, go fishing, go hunting, go look for bottles.
Bottles?
Things get washed away. The bottles float up on the ground.
Glass
Yes.
bottles?
Yeah, soda bottles. One of the bottles I get in the back there worth $500.
Really?
Yeah, I'll show it to you, my boy.
From pre-statehood? Like way back?
Territory, Hawaii?
Territorial Hawaii?
Yeah, yeah. I got one bottle over 100 years old there.
So, okay, you said when Hawaii became a state, some people were for it, some people were against it.
Right.
How do you feel about it now?
I think it was good for the islands. We wouldn't be where we are today if it wasn't for statehood, because we wouldn't have chance to grow, because we wouldn't be getting the federal grants and things like that, you know? And I'm totally against the annexation.
Okay. Here, maybe a silly question for you, but I'm
Yeah.
just trying to understand as an outsider. Do you consider yourself American, or do you feel like that's another world? I'm Hawaiian, U.S. is something else, or how do
No.
you feel about it?
I'm an American.
Okay.
I'm true-blooded American. I feel like God bless America. You know, you're gonna notice, the less education the person has, the more I don't know, naive or ignorant of what he has. You know what I mean? Like some guys. I got one neighbor that. I want to ask you one question. Is your glass half empty or half full? What is it?
For me, it's half full.
Right. That's a positive way of thinking about life. You know? But for him, he tell me, you drink half already, it's half empty. I tell him, no. But half empty means to be negative. Half full means to be positive.
Okay, what's that have to do with being American or not being American?
Well, what I'm getting back to is he collects Social Security. And he bitches to me about Social Security. But this guy never worked very much in his life. So he gets only $500 a month. You put in what you get. And I told him, the government had paid you 10 times over what you put in already. So what you bitching about? You know? Oh no, you know, the government told me, I pay my thing. Hey, look, you're getting more than what you put in. Okay, this is the rice monument over here.
Okay. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at
These trees are over 100 years old.
Oh my God, it's like a fairy tale. Such an amazing feeling in here, guys. Perfect temperature, light breeze, peaceful. You just feel like a little participant in the story of nature here. You know what I love, Vernon? I feel very small and insignificant here with all this nature
Yeah.
on Kauai. You know what I mean? You feel
Yeah.
like you're nothing really.
I understand that, yeah. The Rice family own all this.
Who is the Rice family?
They were missionaries before. Hawaiians gave them land in exchange for a good book and, you know. Oh, I gotta get quick. What's up? Let me back up. Right. Right on.
Those are members of the family or?
No. You pay for this. You see the slit in the mountain over there?
Okay, yeah.
That's where they're going.
Okay, so you can pay for a tour to go in there.
Yeah. You get the right one driving, you know.
She liked it.
Yeah.
She thought that was funny.
Yeah. You should have shut up. Hey, how's it?
You guys doing okay?
We're doing all right. We see. No trespassing, pal.
yeah,
Heads up already, pal.
Perfect.
So where you guys going? Kipokai.
All the way up, yeah. Up top.
You know the monument at top there?
Yeah.
I'd help put that monument up, you know.
For real?
Yeah. What is your last name?
Santos, no relations though. I only get relations to Villator, not a Eastside and Convertos.
Caberto.
Yeah, all my family.
My wife was married to Caberto.
Probably family.
Kapa, yeah.
Yeah.
Look and tell. Okay, bro. Have a good day.
Your relatives. Is that how it is here?
That's all. But that's the thing, Peter, that I get that my grandchildren don't understand. You be good to people, it come back on you, you know,
Yeah.
and don't be acting tantaran and this and that. Like how I say, I never finished telling you, but ever since I had that scrabble with the guys that had pilas,
Yep.
I get all bust up. My brother came home, he was 3 years older than me. Came home in the night, got me up, not in the night, in the morning hours. Got me up and told me that everybody talking about me. I was the youngest one there. And I'd stand up to the guys. You be good to people. And only by reputation speaks for itself, you know? These buildings now, as from the old days, all old buildings here.
Beautiful. Now it's more of a tourist place, huh?
Now it's all tourists.
It's cool if I get a little bite to eat.
Yeah, sure.
You're not hungry.
No, I'm not hungry.
Okay, great. Poke bowls. How you doing? Musubi.
This is a deep fried spam musubi.
Deep fried spam.
Yeah.
Is that a Hawaiian delicacy?
Spam musubi is a Hawaiian delicacy. This is just a little bit more, you know?
Okay. I'm not a big spam
This
guy,
is the
but
next level of
that is-
spam musubi, actually.
the gourmet spam.
So, it's most
Okay.
popular here in Hawaii.
Oh, that's awesome. Big pieces of tuna. All right, thank you.
What's your name?
Peter.
Peter, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff. All the best. Let's give the musubi a try.
Take it easy.
Nice, we got it. You sure you don't eat raw fish, huh?
No, I don't eat. Thank you, though.
This is amazing. Some of the best food I've had for a long time.
Well, yeah,
Yeah?
I don't eat, you know, but it's all right.
I love good raw
I
fish.
grew up in Hawaii, but I was kind of, my family was both made a mountain. Kind of grew up living differently. And don't worry about you dripping something in the truck. This truck is rocket truck. If something falls, don't worry about it.
All right.
Don't worry about it. Don't be
Well-
meticulous kind, you know.
I'm going to recommend this food for sure. Link down below in description if you're in, what's the name of that town?
Koloa.
Koloa.
Yeah,
Koloa.
K-O-L-O-A.
Amazing
Koloa.
food in Koloa.
Okay, now, this is one old graveyard. It mix Hawaiians and Japanese, and the Japanese, they all try outdo each other, put in higher monuments and whatnot, but, you know. The first people to come to Hawaii was the Chinese.
After
Okay.
the Polynesians, right?
Well, Hawaiians was here, you know.
Okay, Hawaiian's here.
Yeah,
Chinese.
okay. The king had offered these Chinese people to dig the tunnels because they wanted to bring irrigation to the mills. So I met the original tunnel diggers, you know. And how the Portuguese came was, the king was passing through the Azores to go trade with England. He used to trade back and forth. And he'd look, whoa, this climate and the people, just like Hawaii. So he'd offer them land. He would give them 20 acres, 30 acres, but they had to work the land for 10 years. And then the land would be theirs. That's how the Portuguese people came here. Then the Japanese started coming in. The last ones to come were the Filipinos. And the Filipinos are still coming till today. The big one on the side of the one that he's shooting used to shoot right across this road. Used to shoot 100 feet high because of the way it's structured underneath, you know. But the plantation at those days, they had sugar cane, and the spray would go on a cane. So they went there and blew the whole thing up. These were all plantation homes right here. They don't look like plantation homes, but this was all plantation homes right here.
Okay, so if you worked for the sugar company, you were given a home to live in?
No, you rent.
You rent from them?
Yeah, maybe $25 a month. See?
Okay, and then once you stop working with them, you're out of your home, right?
Yeah, you got to move out. If you go work someplace else, you got to move out.
So it was really hard to leave the plantations, right?
Yeah, because medical, you had free medical with the plantation. My friend owned one shop over here. I don't know if he's there.
It's a nice
They
place.
were here.
Okay.
This is old. This is original. You eat taro chips.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I will grab some. This guy make them right here. Let's take a couple pictures, kid. Okay, okay.
How you doing, sir?
Okay, this is
Peter.
okay, Peter.
Nice to meet you, Dale.
This is patero. And this is the bread. This is the taro.
Oh, these look awesome.
And what? No more breadfruit. I'll go buy these two. Two free patero. Okay, Dale. What is the total? No, not free. Not a problem. Okay, tell you. Okay, Dale. Thank you.
Take care. See you, sir.
Okay, see you guys. Take care. That's why I don't like come. You know why? They don't like take my money.
They won't take your money, huh?
They don't like take my money. But no,
These look great.
It's hard work. They work hard. You know what I mean?
I bet.
You know.
You like the sweet potato?
I'm not going to eat now though. But my throat I get a
Okay.
bit scratchy. But
Okay.
you can bust it open.
Let's give this a go.
I try that. Good, really good. Okay, time's wasted. Let's go.
Yeah. It's like there's some spice in here and
Yeah.
there's some
No need put-
sweetness, you know?
No need put belt.
Don't put the belt on?
No need. We're going right there.
Okay. This is a different type of chip. I've never had anything like this.
No, yeah. These kind of things that I bring in you is something you're not going to find.
No.
You would never find this place.
No way.
You know what I mean? You'd never find this place. See the roof?
Yep.
That's plantation house. Check this truck.
Is that a Model T truck? No.
No, that's one Chevy. Or Ford. I take the back, that's one Ford.
So some new blood coming in here, some new businesses, some fresh paint, some old stuff.
This is all old.
It hasn't been updated,
No,
obviously.
no.
That's what they look like back in
Yeah,
the day.
that's what they look like.
Okay.
You ever seen the swinging bridge?
No.
Okay, I'll drop you off. You run inside, you go walk on the bridge, and you come back.
Yeah.
Take your camera with you. Down towards the river, down that way.
All right.
You can see the bridge.
Okay. Yeah, this place has a totally different feel on the island. A bit of a step back in time feeling out here. Here we go. 15 at a time. Suspension bridge. So we started in Lihue today. That would be the biggest town. Where the airport is, the Walmart, the Costco, that sort of thing. The ports. We've made our way around the south and then around this west side. Has a much different, more classic, original feel to it. Guys like Vernon are so awesome to meet up with because they want to tell you the stories. They got the time, the knowledge. Would never get this cruising around on my own, finding all these places. and getting the stories. It's the stories that make it all so interesting. I love these old stories because, what is it, in 20 years, you know, they're not gonna be there. So getting them on camera, stories of the grandfathers and the great-grandfathers, the histories of these places, you know, while it's still verbally being passed down, it's just, I get something out of it. I think you guys do too if you've come along this long in the video. Vernon said he's gonna bring us to primitive former plantation town. It still exists here on the island. That's what we're off to next.
This is Hanapepe Valley. When I was young, came with my dad and used to get caves like, they had Hawaiians in the cave buried in wooden boxes, and they would just leave them there.
Hawaiians in wooden boxes?
Yeah. Like this kind of cave like this here, right here one.
Oh, in these caves?
Yeah, you see one there?
Yep.
I would come and I would see the box and I would see the skeletons inside when I was a young kid. All through this valley go up, get that. This is Olakea sugar mill. That's the last sugar mill left. That went down already, power, it's closed down. Robinson was the last one for using this mill.
Okay.
And this was their mill. This is the guy that take care of Robinson's property all over. Ben! I don't know if he stay home.
So this was actually, we call them Howley Camp, which was the white man, the Lunas.
Yeah, the Lunas, yeah.
And then in the back of this, right in the back, used to get Portuguese camp. And then on this side was Japanese camp, and then your Chinese camp, and the Filipino camp.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Yeah. For us from Hawaii, born and raised here, you know, they call them pidgin.
Pidgin English.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
reason why it's pidgin English is because all the different races, they get their own language.
You
and
know
we
why?
combine
Okay,
them.
so you have the Filipino talking to the Portuguese,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
like, you break down English in your own way. And are you?
Old-timers.
You're Hawaiian.
No, Portuguese, Filipino.
For Portuguese, Filipino. But you can understand Hawaiian a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So when did that sugar mill close down?
2009.
Robinson owns a big swath of land over here, right?
I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, 36,000 acres.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what's it being used for now? Because it was before it was sugar. What's it now?
Well, we get other agriculture companies and leasing the land, and you know we get housing, or hydro plant.
Okay, so in a way, it's really good they own all that because it can't be developed, right? Right now.
Well, Robinson actually, believe it or not, they can develop. They had people come here and wanted to put hotels and whatnot, but they rather stay farm. You know, we right now working on one development. We're looking at Kapalawai, but that is one low-key bungalow-style resort.
So what happened to all these workers that lived in the plantation homes,
Well,
worked all these jobs?
most of the workers got laid off, furloughed off, and they had still the right for leaving their homes. So some of the people that got furloughed in 2009, they still pay about $500 a month rent. I pay $300 with trash and water
For your house?
for my house. Yeah.
Your house is sweet.
And this is one of the
nice.
guys that can go ni hao anytime he like.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can go anytime he like.
It's my
And
dream. It's my dream to go there, but not a chance.
Not
right?
anybody can go
Well,
there.
actually, you could pay for it and go
You can
there.
pay. You can
But
go on
like
a
on a hunting trip.
safari, yeah.
Yeah, safari.
Yeah, yeah.
I would want to see the people in town.
Yeah, I know.
And
They
so
would- they would,
they all speak Hawaiian out there still.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. And their Hawaiian is completely different Hawaiian than what they teach in UH.
Yeah.
Completely different.
How so?
They get the original Hawaiian. And the Robinson, Bruce, and Keith Robinson, they can talk
They
fluent.
could just fluid. I remember that.
Yeah.
No more water, right?
No more water.
No more water, no more electricity, right?
No more.
Yeah.
So what are they doing out there?
They farm. They get cattle, and they used to do keawe, you know, but they don't do keawe
And they get bee.
anymore.
The bee, they get kiawe honey.
Yeah,
How many
from the
people are
bees.
living out there?
I think now this side they get about 100, and then most of them is here working and helping us on the plantation.
Do they have a different way of looking at things because they live such a remote lifestyle?
Plenty of them cannot speak English.
The education is a little bit more
Real low,
low.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But hardworking.
Do
Because-
they look at themselves as Americans or not at all?
Put it this way: the ones that work for the Robinsons versus the one outside is completely different.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
the outside
yeah.
one, you get all these flags.
Yeah,
sovereignty and whatnot.
Macaulays and,
Yeah, Macaulay's. Yeah,
and whatnot,
yeah.
but totally different.
How many people have access?
Not very much.
Not too many.
Like-
not too much.
like
I
50?
mean, from like auto workers, probably me.
I told him over there is different.
Do they accept you pretty well when you go?
Oh
there?
yeah, they get no problem. But the thing is this: over there, life is different. The husband gonna tell the wife, okay, go get some poi. They go down the ocean. What you gonna eat tonight? We like eat moi. He throw net, take the moi, take one of the big ones, the small. That's all. They're gonna take what they're gonna eat for tonight. Tomorrow, what you gonna leave? Manini. You catch manini. That's how they leave off the ocean because they have no ice box.
Yeah,
Is it like Hawaii 100 years ago, you think? Is that what it feels like?
I would say yeah.
Yeah.
Do you notice they have no internet, right?
No,
No,
So no social media.
no.
no.
So do you notice a difference in the kids because they don't have social media?
They hard working.
Yeah, no, they're all hard workers.
They all hard working. And if you would go there, would get about 10, 20 Wayne eyeing you up. Because he's like, what, 10 to 1?
Yeah,
Maybe more.
And I-
10 to 1 women over there?
No, yeah, for guys. No more guys. My friend will go work with the dozer, a gun. He tell me the wind is all still
Is it
waving
Patrick?
to him. No, the father.
Oh,
The father, Stanley.
Why so many more women than men?
Because they die out. You
The
know what I
men
mean?
take off?
No, they die out. Maybe this lady, she get kids, but she get 5 daughters, And I was telling you about Hanai.
Hana, yeah.
Before, they don't adopt. If I get 5 boys and you get 2 girls, you need one, I give you one. Yeah. You give them your name,
In fact,
everything.
that's still happening.
Huh?
Still happening over here.
Oh,
Hanai.
Hanai, yeah.
Hanai's when basically you adopt a kid, but you don't really adopt them, but
Yeah,
they just come
yeah.
in and live
no
with
more
you.
papers.
No more papers.
But
That's a Hawaiian thing.
Yeah,
but when he give as lifetime pow,
yeah.
and the kid could take your name,
Bruce's wife just had Hanai on baby from one of the
Ni Hawaiians.
yeah.
Nah. The Robinsons.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So basically, like if you take in a kid who needs parents, and it becomes your kid pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You raise them, you pay for everything, you send them to school, everything.
You just don't do the paperwork, and that's in the culture. It's
Yeah,
been
yeah,
going
yeah,
like
yeah.
that forever.
And-
It's like me. I had three boys that had one bad family. They came with me and lived with me until they went out and joined the army and moved mainland.
Those were Hanai kids.
Yeah, Hanai kids. Yeah.
And you know what? I don't know about you, Ben, but I've never heard of any bad cases where a family come and take them back.
Yeah.
Never ever heard that in my life.
This
Never
guy,
heard that.
This guy used to Hanai us when I was so small, running around with his boy.
Living more tough life though.
yeah,
Yeah,
living with that life.
Plenty cracks. Okay, now you take out your belt.
So it's okay to go down here with the camera with you?
Yeah, that's key. Ben said we could pass through. Only when you come by the houses down below, no film direct
Yeah.
to the guy's facing,
Yep. So just to make very clear, people shouldn't drive down here. You have the access and the connections. That's why we drove down here.
Yes.
Nobody should drive down here.
No, that's why I get
Okay.
signs there,
Yeah.
Now, over here, gonna be the oldest thing gonna find. See the old house?
Yeah.
Gonna get some abandoned kind too.
This is sort of like the old Hawaii, right?
Yeah. Right here, this is all old plantation houses right here.
Are all these people working for Robinson?
Yes. See the old garage?
It's like a step back in time. Peaceful, though,
Yeah. You see how they fish right here? Right from the front porch.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
How you wake up in the morning, throw your pole right out there. This one abandoned right here. Oh yeah, real old.
Yep. The jungle took over.
Abandoned that already, pal. Right here, this guy working for love right now.
What do you mean by that?
Louis! Louis!
Mr. Souza.
You all gooked you! That's you!
Yeah?
Hey, pull it aside. This guy is not getting paid. He just doing this because he like help the people over here, right?
I tired driving up and down the side of this road.
And listening to my wife complain, oh, the pukas.
So working for love also means working for his love.
Yeah,
his
yeah,
wife.
there you go. There you go.
Save my ear.
Yeah.
Every
So,
time I pass over my I remember you bought house over there.
Yeah,
Every time
yeah.
I pass over there.
I still sit there.
Oh.
I never change. Or you did stop by or something. Okay, Louis.
Sure. Okay,
See you. Speak to you later. Working for love. How you like that? Okay, Peter, you ever heard of this place?
This place? Primrose Western Meat Company. Don't know of it.
Okay, this here is over 100 years old. They get this stopper here, okay? They'll fill up the soda, and this will be in the bottle, it will come out. And you pull them up with one wire, and you lock it right here. Okay, when you like drink, you just press this down, and you drink the soda. So this bottle is worth about $600. This is what you call one crown. But you see, it's embossed. So this bottle is about $300.
Where'd you get these, Vernon?
Find them by my pasta and all over. Here's one more here, Leeway Ice Company.
Really thick, the glass
Yeah,
back
yeah.
then.
It's-
Like,
yeah.
very thick.
Hand blown. Okay, now, ordinary Coke bottle, right? You've seen these before, right?
Yeah. Lahui TH.
Territory of Hawaii, before statehood.
That is cool.
So everybody kicked this bottle around thinking that it's rubbish. But this bottle is worth $125. This here, this is a liquor bottle. This is, I think, a beer bottle. This here, 150 years old. It's hand blown, but it doesn't have any embossment. You know how you can tell? They blow the tops on after. It's not one piece, you know. But this is one old bottle. You believe this ruler can tell you how old you are?
Okay.
Did your birthday come this year already?
Not yet.
Not yet, okay? What I want you to do is, I want you to find the year you're born.
Yeah.
Wait now. Your birthday didn't come yet. Now, I'd like you to find the year you're born.
Okay.
Come over here. What year you was born?
77.
Okay, look on the other side, get your age.
Oh, that's cool.
How the hell the ruler can do that?
That is cool.
Okay, you know what year your dad was born?
42.
Okay, find 42.
He'd be 81. Would he be? Yeah, he would be. That's crazy.
81 right now, if his birthday didn't come yet. You never did see this.
I've never seen this. This is cool.
Okay, Peter, I'll show you how it's done. Come here. All you do is you hold the year, okay? Because your birthday didn't come yet, I'm gonna hold 123 because you still in 2023 yet. If you told me your birthday came already, then I'm going 124,
Okay.
okay? So now, you look at me now. How old you think I am?
You're 81.
Okay, so now you go back to same as your father.
Yeah.
I'm same with your dad.
Yeah.
I'm born 41, so you're going to see 81 over there. You know, I'm born 42 rather. Okay? Now,
Well,
put this back slowly up there. Don't drop anything. Put it back up inside there.
all right. Before I do,
Huh?
I'm just going to say thank you for today.
Okay?
Yeah, that was awesome. Really appreciate it.
Okay, no problem.
You had great
anytime.
stories.
You're welcome to come anytime. And next time you come, we go a little bit further. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming along on that journey. Till the next one.